Philadelphia. I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show.
Live from the Xfinity Studios. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday, rainy Thursday across the Delaware Valley. And as we got a bye week ahead of us, a nice kind of relaxing bye week. And you know what's funny? I was thinking about all this stuff that goes on. Like what we got, a lot of good Sixers stuff we're excited about. We got Fly Guys tonight against Nashville. Preds, I think I'm smelling a nice big 5-2 win over the Preds tonight. But what's got me going this morning on this Eagles bye week, and I know they got a corner in Michael Carter the second from the Jets, and we'll see. You know, you need bodies back there, so that's a good thing. But what really has me on the front lobe of my brain today is the Phillies. Yeah, the Phillies. Day before Halloween, I'm thinking Phillies. Because I'm still not over the Dave Dombrowski news conference. And the tenor of the news conference was, we ran into the mighty Dodgers. Oh, what can we do, guys? It's the Dodgers. They're an epic team. The Dodgers. Unbeatable Dodgers. Oh, we expect us to beat Snell. You expect us to beat Glasnow and Yamamoto and Ohtani. I mean, it's the Dodgers. Oh, as I look ahead in the World Series, I see the Toronto Blue Jays up 3-2, unafraid of the Dodgers. They lose the epic game, right? The epic 18-inning game. You go, well, that's going to be it for Toronto. Nope. Toronto comes back and ties it. They lose George Springer, their leadoff man, right-handed, an all-star, great player, great hitter. Win again. Jays up 3-2. And look, there was only one game where they didn't put up crooked numbers. Only one game did they put up only one run, right? Other than that, they're blasting 10, 6, 6. Are you kidding me? And I got my GM telling me, what do you want us to do? We ran into a buzzsaw. The Dodgers are a great team. And it just rankles me to no end thinking about it. Because, again, it's as though Arizona never happened. And the lineup didn't foul against the Diamondbacks because the moment was too much. And they didn't foul against the Mets. They couldn't hit. I know the bullpen was an issue too, but really, that's fair. It was the lineup. Couldn't generate anything. Too tight. Oh, Mets pitching. Those lefties, they got us. Peterson. Oh. And then this year, the same thing. Like, you lose to the Dodgers. The Dodgers are a great team. And I got to tell you, if he's going to run it back, and listen, I know the contracts are an issue and a problem and everything else, but they need to get lucky. Like the Sixers got lucky with VJ. They need their VJ. They need to figure out who they can trade for to change the makeup of the squad. Because they need to change the makeup of the squad. And again, this has nothing to do with Bryce Harper. Yeah, does he need to have a better year? Okay. I'm not going to completely tell you Bryce, I think he needs protection, quite frankly. I think Bryce Harper is still a great player, and I have no qualms that Harper bounces back and does what he does. if you protect him in the lineup. If there's actually a semblance of balance in the lineup. And I don't have Bo Marsh 4-5. Like that still drives me insane. Thinking I got Bo Marsh 4-5. And these piecemeals of what you have. Like all this talk about Topper. Like Topper, Topper this, Topper that. Listen, I didn't agree with every move. I'm more of a leave my starters in, whatever. The Kirkering thing, okay, but you saw the reasoning behind all that stuff. The reason why they lost was because their lineup wasn't good enough. When you're platooning in 3 different positions, how do you blame Rob Thompson? Seriously. And I think Dombrowski is a terrific base. He's got a great baseball resume, man. He is. He does. But he's failed so far. You got a hefty payroll, and they failed. Like it's not circumstance. I know it's hard to win, but I'm not talking about winning an entire World Series. You got to get out of the first round, right? There's certain series you got to win. You got to beat Arizona to get to the World. You lose in the World Series, you lose in the World Series again. Okay, it is what it is. But you're up 3-2 coming home. Like, you got to get to the World Series. You got to beat the Mets. Like, you're at home field. You got to beat the Mets. Whatever happens after that happens, right? And then this year, you got to give me more. And it was the lineup every time. The lineup. And I'm watching these Blue Jays, and all I am is thinking about the Phillies. They don't strike out. They shorten to 2 strikes. They have a great approach to plate. They waste pitches. They work counts, right? They're a balanced team. You got left, right. You got actual right-handed hitters. I mean, wow. Vladdy, Bichette, Springer, right-handed hitters. Kirk, right-handed hitter. Like, you're not lefty. They're and that's the architect. Like, we can talk all we want, but he's the architect. And what about these young players? All around baseball, I see teams bring up 20-year-olds. I see it everywhere. Except here. We're so darn afraid to ruin a kid. And you baby him. And I think that's worse. Just, throw him in there. Let's see what you got. You need young life, man. Young players bring that life to you. They frustrate me. Like, I think about it, and I'm so frustrated by this team. And you knew it. Like, you love it, man. I love October baseball. You just knew it. You knew their lineup wasn't good enough. And that's what my biggest struggle is. And that's why, Dave could talk about Bryce and talk about the Dodgers, but he's got to look inward, man. I didn't see him take any responsibility for this. And I think it's on him. If you give me the top culprits, D at the top. Good morning, VG.
Good morning, good citizen.
Good citizen.
How are you? I mean, that Pierre one stung a little bit yesterday.
By the way, I'm glad you brought it up because I was going to bring it up at the end of the segment. But Pierre Robert was an amazing guy. He was such a cool dude. When I worked at the Fanatic, they also owned MMR, right? So I did a lot of stuff with Preston and Steve. I love those guys. Like, they were awesome. And Pierre. And so they used to love doing a segment with me and Pierre because he didn't know anything about sports.
Right.
And I'm a sports geek.
Right.
Right?
Perfect.
And so, we would have these, and I know nothing about music, right? He's Mr. Music.
Yeah.
Right?
You guys should have did a road trip together.
And, right. And I used to love, and he was so cool. Like, we had no commonality, right? Other than
good humans.
Yes.
Yeah.
But as far as sports and music, we didn't even meet. I didn't rise up to any of his level.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'm a sports nerd, and he'd be like, "Yes, go sports!" Like
Yes,
it was funny. Like it was actually great stuff. And he was just a cool dude, man. I used to love saying him, Anthony. I like, oh, he was like, and we were kind of kindred spirits in that he was always late, and
Yes.
I appreciate that, right? Because I'm running around, I'm always late too. Like, whatever. Like, and he's just cool, man. He had a cool vibe to him. Great
I wrote
guy.
a piece on Johnville last night because I was like, he's the cool uncle. I may have seen him once a year, twice a year, but when you saw him, yeah, he's just the coolest dude in the world. Got a cool job, looks cool.
Yes.
Turn you on to some good music.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like what a good uncle should be doing.
It's a great.
He's like the best. He's like Philly's a cool uncle.
Yeah. Yes. Great look, just a cool look, like without a doubt.
Yeah, so I didn't mean to derail you.
No, listen. I was going to bring it up at the end of the segment, because Pierre Robert, who I got to know very well again because of working at the Fanatic with and the
they're like in the same building, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I walked down the hallway because I used to do a lot of Preston and Steve, so I was at MMR all the time, and I'd see him all the time, like, and then we would do stuff. He could come in, talk,
Yeah.
I introduced I introduced this, a song on the show. Like I was like, wow, it was awesome, right?
Yeah.
And I love those guys. Like Preston and Steve were the greatest. Those dudes, like MMR people, were the best. I loved the MMR people.
Yeah, you could tell
they were awesome.
Good souls.
Good nice people, man. MMR rocks.
Yeah.
All those guys there, man.
Yeah, I think
I love those people.
I worked at the Fringe box office, the first one, the ticket table.
Yeah.
And I had one curmudgeon media member come in, still active, just a jerk about he wanted tickets to the hottest shows. He's there day of. We didn't have them. And I'm not going to say his name. And Pierre came in. I had my fingernails painted. And Pierre's so nice. He's like, whatever you got, whatever you recommend, you got tickets, I'll take it. Compliments my nail polish. And he's like, I'll do you one better. And he just puts his out of his flip-flops, barefoot on the table, and his nails. He just got a pedicure. All his nails were
funny. That's great.
Yeah, man. He's just exuded good energy. I'm with you. I mean, I'm a two-pronger. I think it's Dombrowski and Middleton.
Yeah, real quick before we go.
Yeah.
The other one is Harry Donahue.
Oh, yeah.
Who was the voice of Temple and
the voice of school closures.
Yeah.
I have
472 677.
Yeah.
So I don't know if do you know about school closures? You guys wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
We had them.
I'm looking at Andrew and Joe.
Yeah, we had them.
You would listen to KYW?
Well, we would have Channel 6. We would watch the news,
so what happened was when we were kids, it's pre-internet, right? So to find out if your school was closed, you would go listen to KYW. And Harry Donahue was like Mr. KYW, right?
I feel like they would break it before the TV. So you wanted KYW.
Right. And it would always be ready. All right, let's go to the Philadelphia County, and all right, in South Jersey, let's go to Camden County, and you go 677 777, 2 hours late, 444, right? And they give you the whole thing, and you were hoping that you got off. No, 2 hours late was the worst. What the 2 hours late? What do you just cancel the motherfucker?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro.
Yeah, it was like you hit bingo or the lottery. Well, I mean, I didn't have a school number. Mine was just parochial schools, all parochial schools.
Yeah. Well, they would do that.
Yeah.
But no, but I thought I thought our school had it. Anyway, all Philadelphia.
Before we get out of here, I have a good Pierre clip and a good Harry Donahue.
Oh, good. Yeah,
get out of here.
Harry's a good man, good Temple man.
Yeah.
He did Temple football. Was
he had a
really
decent
good
golf show on NBC Sports.
Yeah,
yeah.
Good man. Good people. God bless their families and
just legends.
Yeah. I'm thinking about Pierre, man. He was cool.
Yeah,
cool dude, man. Really, stone cool.
So get back to the Phils. I mean, I think it's Middleton and Dombrowski.
I mean, how much you listen?
I
how
understand.
Much you to spend?
I understand.
But at some point,
but when you got no farm system, some of these, I mean, you gotta.
That's on the GM. The GM is he's the president of operations. You got to build You got to build it.
I think he has over the last 3 or 4 years.
Really?
I'll give him that.
What's he built?
Well, he's got prospects
Who are the prospects that have panned out?
Well, how long has he been here? 4 years?
What are the prospects that panned out?
Well, he's built up prospects that you could trade for other pieces that
Okay.
people want. There were
when you
times
look
when
around-
nobody wanted anyone. We didn't have an
when you look
Eduardo
around baseball,
Tai. We didn't have a
Phillies
Tai.
prospects, you go, oh man, this kid's really good. Who? Logan O'Hoppe?
JP Crawford.
Yeah, a pencil bat, left-handed. Listen, I hope the kid's good. I do. I don't want to.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
give me some development. Give me a minor league. I have to tell you, being around youth baseball my whole life over the last 5 years, and being in a million baseball games, I know I could build a farm system.
Yeah.
I know I could go have I look at kids and tell you who's good. There's I've run into like 3 kids that I could tell you right now will play professional, will get drafted. 3 kids. And now that's not a lot, but there's 3 kids over the last 5 years that I've seen, and I go, yeah, this kid's going to get drafted. I can say it, like you can see the whole thing.
Yeah,
like there's one kid I think will be his name's Gavin Mason, and he will play.
That's a baseball name.
That's such a good baseball name.
He will play in the big leagues. This kid will play. He's also he's a left-handed. He plays every position. He has a he's a left-handed power bat. And the kid's the greatest kid in the world. Like, I watch him with his teammates. I interacted with him. Like, I love I root for this kid. I'm like, and the kid's great. The best kid in all of Jersey. All South, like at least South Jersey.
Yeah, I understand. I mean,
but my point, I'm sorry, I don't mean to go off on a tangent.
I know
you get my point. Like, this isn't a hard thing to do.
Well, I mean, you may have the guys you like, but when you draft, they're not there. They're gone. So, I mean.
Okay, well.
I'm just playing devil's advocate with you.
What's the devil's advocate? You obviously you study your draft, you build your board. Come on, man. It's not hard. Yeah, it's not hard. I disagree.
I think during the bye, maybe. Well, we're back into it. I would go back and see who he missed on the draft. I'd be curious about that. But here's what I say. He'll tell you right now. The Blue Jays, #1 in hits in all of baseball this year. Phillies, #2 in hits in all of baseball this year. On base percentage, Blue Jays #1. Phillies right behind him at #4. That's what he's going to give you. He's going to be like, okay, we were right there.
When you watch it. Do they look familiar? They look similar to you?
Well, here's what I'll tell you that really stands out, and I don't like saying it.
That you're actually
picking
up for.
Vlad is a bazillion times more clutch than Bryce right now.
Yeah, because you know why? Because he actually, around him, you actually have a balanced lineup. He has pitches to hit.
I mean, for most of the year, he did it with
one freaking pitch all series that Harper had. And yeah, all right, he should walk.
Right.
Okay. Do you tell a guy that's trying to make something happen for an anemic freaking lineup?
I mean, the last 10 games.
Build a lineup.
In the last 10 games,
BG,
Vlad has walked 9 times in 10 games. Vlad walks.
Yeah, because he's got confidence that around him, somebody will get a freaking hit. I got Varsho. I got Kirk. I got Bichette. I got Springer. I got a whole team. I got a lineup that's somehow deeper than Phillies. That's not Bohm and Marsh behind me.
Now, as Dave Dombrowski Jr., I would say that Kirk and Bohm are fairly similar.
No, they're not.
If you look at the numbers.
That's the point.
That's what baseball guys do.
That's the point. Actually, use your freaking eyes.
I agree 100%.
Dave, use your eyes.
I agree 100%.
And by the way, it's not apples to apples because one's a freaking catcher. All right? Watch how the one guy actually waste pitches, has an approach. They all have an approach. Don't piss me off. I'm already upset.
So I'll give you some.
I don't want your numbers.
No, you'll like this one. You'll like this one.
And I go like this.
How many strikeouts did the Phillies have this year? 1,337. How many strikeouts did the Blue Jays have? 1,099. Almost 300 more strikeouts than Phillies. So there's your issue. It's the strikeouts.
It's the approach.
The strikeouts have killed this team for 3 years.
Listen, all week long, God bless, all season long, Charlie and I, we watched, again, I'm living the baseball thing with Massimo, and we're watching every game, and like we all do. But so Charlie and I are always, and we're always railing about the approach.
Mm-hmm.
The approach. Like, the approach sucks. But
can you change the approach? Because they were supposed to change the approach, and they did a little this year.
The problem again, your lineup is out of balance.
Agreed.
So it doesn't it can help. But if you still got Bo Marsh 4-5, what are you supposed to do? You still got Castellanos. You still got, and you went and got Kepler's and all that. None of it fit. Outside of Turner, Schwarber, none of it fit because even Harper behind Schwarber is not good, right?
No.
So you don't fit. How hard is it?
Apparently, it's hard. It's difficult. I also think, I mean, Dave's got to do a much better job. Laureano was a huge miss this offseason. Hoffman closing it out with, we got Romano. I mean, huge mistake. I'm not like Mr. Dombrowski's like, he's got his flaws and his fleas for sure.
Listen.
I think Bryce has some accountability. Move to the 2-hole.
Listen, GMs are not going to, hit him.
And I just look at the chat. And the last comment I see from Big Farts Jones, Topper blows. Still, how do we get to Topper and take a shrapnel during this?
Yeah, come on, Big Fartsy. Topper. Topper's they're not even in the equation.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I love our chat.
I'm sorry. I have a real issue. Like, GMs are not going to, bat 1,000. I get it. There are going to be mistakes. I understand it. But it was the way he spoke that bothered me.
Oh, there's zero accountability.
Like, yo, Dave, I need you to go, well, you know what? I got to do a better job. Just give me the perfunctory, throw yourself in the mix. But it was none of that. Like
Smoking a cigar, be like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah,
they're good. They're good, man. They're good.
It's like he came off the course to grace us with his presence.
Yeah.
Like that really bugged me. I got to tell you.
Oh.
That bugged me more than no end. His flippant attitude.
He's a little smug, and smug's the worst.
In Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Smug's your downfall. All right. Let's take a break because
everybody relax.
And then you got to rile me up. Come on, Andrew. All right. We got Michael Carter II, baby. Coming up, we got the editor. Love him. Pat McClune. And we got our man, hometown hero, Kevin Negandhi. And Danny D, the AD. Lots to get to right here on the show. Let's talk about some of our friends. Let's talk about Xfinity, my favorite, Xfinity. Hoops. Where the Sixers at? You see Reeves? Oh, my God. What Austin Reeves is doing with the Lakers? Oh, my God. I was watching that. All right.
Yeah. The boys were
16 assists.
The boys were on the NBA show.
Yeah. Barkley was great. Talking about VJ's walls.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Looks like your mom left.
To prison.
Yeah, it was great.
So, man.
I watched all the stuff. I watched with my Xfinity. I love my Xfinity. All right, no lagging, no buffering, no switching between apps to find the game. All right, I'm never fan fished. All right, because I love it, and I love my Xfinity. The ultimate sports destination. I got the best games, my favorite teams, all in one place. The way I watch is next level. It's the perfect fan flex. I got all the action right in my living room, plus Xfinity's best picture and sound with enhanced 4K. So clear, it feels like I'm in the stadium, I'm in the arena, I'm in the ballpark. Sometimes I got 4 games going on at once because, why not, right? I go watch the World Series. I got hoops, I got hockey. I mean, it's the best. On top of that, I get real-time notifications, live stats right on my television, the best seat in the house every time. Next game day, make sure that big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more. Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply.
Hey, if your home needs a little TLC, or maybe you're dreaming of a big vacation, or maybe you want to get away, check out the Birds or the Sixers on the road or the Flyers on the road. Listen up. TrueMark Financial's HELOC Select just got even better. If it was possible to get better, it just did, because rates have dropped, making it more affordable to put your home's equity to work. Need a new kitchen? your roof leaking tonight or last night or today? You need some big repairs, maybe knock out some high interest debt. Well, with a HELOC Select, you can access your cash all at once for a big project or just when you need a little bit at a time. You get total flexibility, just like those Petula game plans. So make it happen today. Visit one of TrueMark's 24 branches or head over to truemark.com/PHLY and get into the game today. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender, NMLS 404938.
All right. Let's do it. Let's go to the editor's desk. Extra, extra. I love that opening.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
This just in, ladies and gentlemen, and all the ships at sea. It's time for headlines from the editor's desk with Pat McClune.
That's right, on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. Look at that. Oh, God love him. By the way, the
Kelly Green Irish PHLY shirt.
You're just a gem, dude. You're just a gem. You are.
Hey, it was Diehard renewal time, so you might as well hit the store when they give you one. The price was right when you get plenty at PHLY for that Diehard. So when the Diehard renewal came in the mail, bang, had to slap it on for the editor's desk. Nobody's giving me a from the editor's desk shirt. I can tell you that.
Man, I just want to hug them.
Right.
Speaking of cool uncles.
Yes.
100, man.
1,000%.
Like, we talk about Pierre Robert,
Yes.
Pat McClune.
Yes.
Like, I want to go have, like, who doesn't want to get it? By the way,
today?
I got 2 dates for you to put in your calendar. The Wednesday before Thanksgiving again, Reading Terminal Market, right?
Yes.
And then we're going to add a Christmas date. Monday.
Oh, beautiful.
December 22nd.
Yeah, I was just asked that the other day. My friend Jeff Sherry said, "Are you doing the terminal?" Because he wanted to come down and have a beer. I said,
"You got to get Jeff come down." Will be.
Please, yes. Hey, and on the uncle thing, and I was actually just telling a couple of my friends to jump on if they weren't listening in the beginning, between how on the money your talk about Dombrowski was, but then VG, credit to you. One of the last things I did before I went to sleep last night was read your Johnville piece. Terrific.
Oh, thanks, Pat.
It was so funny that the photo of you took of the gentleman with Pierre,
yes.
That guy looked like he could have been your uncle. You know,
Thanks for reading it, Pat.
You guys hit it really well, as you always do. And the three of us have in common that we're all about the sights and smells and history of the city of Philadelphia. And both Pierre and Harry Donahue, you know, they were fabric of the city guys.
Yes.
Both of them.
Yes.
And, you know, Pierre, like you said, transcended sports. My hole in my game is definitely music. And I would have paid to have listened to a back and forth between you and Pierre.
Yes.
But there was a mutual respect, you know, and Harry Donahue, you guys again nailed it with the school closings. What a memory that is. I'm telling you, we all know guys, but VG doesn't, you know, with the city, but Anthony being out for a while and me going to LaSalle High School, we all know guys that don't remember the date of their anniversary, but they sure as heck know their KYW school closing number 40 years later.
Man, it's great.
Shout out to 333 and the boys at LaSalle High School on that one.
That's awesome, man.
Harry also was an Alny guy, so Harry
nice.
goes back to the old neighborhood. So
that's awesome, man. That's awesome. You know, God bless them. God bless them. Like, that's what makes it's people like those guys that make our city special and gives us our flavor. Like, what I love about Philadelphia, Pat, is that our city, we got flavor. Like, we're not, you know, you've traveled extensively. You know,
Yes.
I've been to these towns, Cincinnati, Detroit. Well, Detroit's got a little flavor. But, like, all these towns, like, they got
There's
no
a lot of-
flavor. Right there.
Yeah.
We got
Cookie cutter,
flavor in
antiseptic
Philadelphia.
towns. Yes. Well said. That's right.
And it's large. It's not
There's
just
nothing
Philly.
cookie cutter or antiseptic about Philadelphia. You know, that's It's from neighborhood to neighborhood and street to street everywhere. Can't beat it. So
Yeah, and
those
just
two great losses.
the magnitude of Pierre. Just Rolling Stone magazine put out a piece about him. Pierre Robert, Philadelphia's voice of rock radio, dead at 70, known for his warm, welcoming timbre, his greetings, citizens address, and fandom of Grateful Dead. Robert was the last DJ.
Wow.
Yeah.
God bless. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great tribute. Anyway, Mr. Editor.
Well, let's get to the editor's desk before we get to the star of the show, Mr. Negandhi. I have Eagles betting World Series, Sixers, and NFL mixed bag for you today, boys. What's your pleasure?
All right. So Eagles, Phillies.
Betting World Series, Sixers, and NFL.
Right. Let's go, because I was in a baseball rant, let's go World Series.
Absolutely. And the headline here is baseball at its best. Yes, the Phillies are out, but we're all man enough to admit that it's been an outstanding postseason.
Oh, it was a lot of fun.
I'm also, at this point, rooting for the Blue Jays to win it, but I'm going to get greedy and root for Yamamoto to mow them down on Friday, and we get a Game 7. It would be the way to end this postseason. And two things that strike, Anthony, are talking about the 18-inning game and talking about Savage. Just unbelievable. You know, the 18-inning game, at one point, somebody did this thing, and I don't know how accurate it was, but no, this is more for Savage. When he pitched in the first game, they had kind of a time lapse thing of him pitching to Ohtani, and it showed how much money Ohtani was making by the second as opposed to what Savage was making by the second. And it was really cool. And your point as it relates to the Phillies, the what are they waiting for attitude on all these guys, and your point about the Blue Jays trotted out a guy to start Game 1 of the World Series who made his MLB debut in September. And how could you not root for this guy?
And he's a local kid.
Local kid from Boyertown. I have a guy that knows more about baseball than anybody I know, Dan Quinn. I said he's Boyertown. Great baseball field. I mean, I know my gyms. He knows his baseball fields, and it's supposed to be a real powerhouse up there. But yeah, he's up there in Boyertown, and he's mowing these guys down. He's just mowing them down. It was fabulous, you know. And the manager rolled him out there and kept rolling him out, and he kept getting it done. And it's like you said, it was like Dombrowski really was trying to saying, look, we're really disappointed. We really are in it to win it all. But, geez, guys, it's tough when you run into the Dodgers. And it is, but stop. It can be done. You know?
It just rankled me to no end. And I thought he was very smug about it. He didn't take any culpability. Like, all right, you want to shoot, you want to fire an arrow at Bryce? All right, like, maybe you should walk, like little Dave says. But you got to acknowledge the poor job you did constructing a lineup around your two left-handed power hitters and your superstar that you're taking shots at. I mean, you got to acknowledge that.
Yes, without a doubt.
And like Pat, here's the other thing: the Phillies farm system has sucked our whole lives. I mean, let's be real here. Other than the blip, all right, of Howard, who they didn't even realize they had, right, until later, and Utley and Cole and Jimmy, that one core. Other than that, they can't get an outfielder. They can't develop a freaking outfielder. Like, it's mind-boggling. What scouts do they have? My God.
Right. So you have cleanup. A friend calls a 6'5" singles hitter. You can't go, and you're platooning at three positions.
And then hitting fifth is a Smurf, right? Papa Smurf with his beard.
Yes. And I just, you can't, if you're going to discuss what happened during the week, you can't let that 18-inning game go by. That was awesome. Incredible. You know what I do on something like that in baseball that's real historic? I go seek out Jason Stark. And he didn't let me down again. I read Jason's story after the 18 innings, and he has all kinds of stuff in there, and it's fabulous. The one I liked was they intentionally walked Ohtani 3 times in the extra innings. The number of times a player has been walked intentionally in the postseason with no outs. Ohtani 3, rest of the world 2. In all the years.
Was it
only
Bonds?
As a player, I think he listed who they were, and I forget who they were. I think one of them was Bonds. But twice in the history of baseball, 3 times one guy. And I almost wish they had a rule about that. I was dying to see what Ohtani could have done in one of those things, but going on, and then the next day, you're talking to everybody to tell you when everybody conked out, and then you have the one guy that claims he saw it to the end. And I'm retired. I was in there for 17, but boom, lights went out at one point. Yep.
I fell asleep too. I'm a night owl, but I crashed. I woke up and it was something was on news or I don't forget, and I'm like, well, what happened? And you like scramble for your phone to see what happened in the game.
The Boyerstown kid, to put in perspective, I mean, he made $57,204 this year as a Major League Baseball player. And there's been 2 games in Major League postseason history where a pitcher struck out 10 or more batters, struck out 5 or more consecutive batters, struck out 50% of the batter's face, allowed fewer than 5 base runners, and earned a win. And they were both by the same 22-year-old rookie.
That's not
crazy.
That's crazy.
Hey, one last thing on Ohtani before we roll along. In 13 consecutive plate appearances in the postseason, Ohtani went homer, walk, homer, homer, double, homer, double, homer, intentional walk, intentional walk, intentional walk, intentional walk. On base all 13 times.
That's sick.
It's just, you got to appreciate it. It's walking, talking.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, it's
talking
outrageous.
to an interpreter history. Yes.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, let's go. Oh, you know what? Let's go something fun, man. Actually, I'm gonna wait on that. I'll do them last. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Birds.
Okay. Very good. And the headline on this is "Bye Bye Birdies." So here we go into the bye.
He's always good.
And it's the Eagles have been 6-2 or better like the last 4 years. So we can't complain about that. Sirianni is 4-0 coming off the bye. I think in the last times he's had more than 10 days to prepare, thanks to our old friend Zach Berman, he's 11-1. But I'll tell you what, guys, a little worried about that Packers-Lions back-to-back. They have to at least split there, we'd all agree. But there were some good things off that game. And another thing people need to step back and appreciate about this team is it's incredible how well the Eagles are taking care of the ball. They're 8 games in, 1 interception, 2 fumbles. And it's just incredible. I'm sure they're going to have a game where everybody's going, oh, you got to take care of the ball. Well, listen, okay, fine. But will all the fans concede the Eagles are taking care of the ball? They're +4 in turnovers only because they haven't forced a lot this year. But I see that's going to start ratcheting up. But the turnovers are something that really jumps out at me.
Well, it's a great point, man. Pat, it's such a great point. And that's where you got to give it to the quarterback. Like, you got to give it to Jalen when it comes to he doesn't turn the ball over. It's funny, like, the one game you lost, that other Giant game, was the only pick that he threw. Like, he takes care of the ball. And, it sounds so elementary, but you say it every week. You turn the ball over, you're going to lose. That's kind of how it works.
Yes. And listen, you got to credit where credit's due. And you kind of saw it because you didn't hear his name called. But then you get the expert in Baldy showing you all that Toth did last week.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was cool to see. I mean, I'm behind the guy now. You look in, he's a West Point guy. You got to root for that. He deferred his service, and I heard he's doing a little ROTC at Temple, Anthony. Little ROTC. There you go. Toth's out there. And Toth and Dotson. That was I guarantee you Dotson's going to be on that You Got Moss stuff Randy Moss does.
Yeah.
Yeah. They drive me crazy at ESPN, but I think Randy Moss is exceptional. I
agree.
Really
I do. I'm with you. I love him. Listen, I'm with you. Now, I will say this. It's been a wonky 6-2, like a weird, wonky
Big
6-2.
time.
So I go, all right, obviously you love where you're at, and you got what's in front of you, a tough stretch. Green Bay, Detroit, Dallas, Chicago, at the Chargers.
Yep.
The 2 games, and I'm with you. You just got to split them. You got to split them. Truthfully, the team that scares me the most is Detroit.
Me too.
I don't want to go to Detroit. They're like on that turf. It would scare them, especially with the state of CB2. Whether it's Carter II, whoever, they got weapons everywhere. That's the only team that really scares me. Green Bay a little bit because I think they're a decent team.
And it's crazy after 8 games to be playing with like a real edge and intensity, but home field in the NFC is a gigantic factor here. Gigantic factor. And they have a shot, and you know what else they have a shot at? And I'm going to be so happy when it happens. When this thing finally gets put to rest about back-to-back NFC East Division champs. Eagles better kick in the door on that one. Because it's been over 20 years, and every time you think the Eagles are going to do it back-to-back years, they haven't done it. And all indications are it's finally going to be the year.
Yeah, I mean, I can't envision, who possibly could win the division now, other than them. Like, Washington's...
Yep, I'm loath to say this, and they're not going anywhere, and they're a lousy team. But I will say this. Prescott to Lamb and Pickens is nothing to sneeze at.
No. And Ferguson.
They got something good going there.
And Ferguson. They got a good tight end.
Not bad, yeah.
Javonte can run it. Their offense is legit. Their offense is legit. We saw it last week with Bo Nix picking them apart.
Yes. Can we get together a Cowboys-Bengals game to see if one team scores 100? Because there's some bad defenses out there. A Bengals
that would be awesome. That would be, you want to talk about 49-47. I mean, my God.
Yes.
That would be fun. Do they play each other? Now you got me wondering. Hold on. All right, while we do that, let us go. Let's do betting.
Okay. And our headline on betting is Indecent Proposals.
That's very good.
Look at that Halloween. Look at Andrew Frazier having a little fun here. And by the way, I was in the car yesterday around 11, and I thought, let me throw it on. And I threw the show on, and you had a great little segment with TV Todd.
Oh, thanks.
But let me tell you my quick stance there. Horror movies, the editor's desk is out. I never understood.
Whoa.
How come?
I know I'm in the wrong, but here's my thinking.
I'm in the wrong.
In life, you pay to be entertained. You pay to laugh. You pay to be educated. You actually pay to make sure that you're not scared in life. I don't understand being paid to get scared. It's just not for me, guys. I'm out.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
It fits, man. He's just so wholesome and nice. And he doesn't need
Yeah.
those images in his head.
Yeah. No,
Right. Now, granted, my face is what they would call a scared fright, what my father would say. but I don't mean to scare anybody, and I don't want anybody scaring me. But anyway,
let me ask you this,
gets
Pat. Would
us
you
going.
rather watch a horror movie or go camping alone?
Oh man, I'd have to do the former because I think about that a lot when I'm driving back from the shore down past those pine barrens, and I think how creepy that would be to be in the middle of that in the middle of the night and not knowing what's there. Yeah.
So
You're shaking me up.
Andrew does this. He camps alone.
Solo camper.
In these rural, nowhere far at Nottingham forests.
Not scary at all. It's very pleasant.
Yeah. Do you have a gun inside the sleeping bag with you? There?
I don't need that.
Yes.
Pocket knife. That's all you need.
Okay, well,
Just
yeah.
whittling
Pocket
wood
knife
alone
would do a
at
lot
night
of good
in the
against the
woods.
bear. Gotta get in tight. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Not
crazy.
for me, the
First
scary
of
stuff.
all, I start to question him a little bit. Like anybody who would do that, I think
Yeah,
he's
a
like,
little.
He's living on the
Yeah, a
edge.
little.
I'm not off.
Living on the edge there.
Yeah,
Yep.
I question him a little
It's a
bit.
weird edge, Pat.
Like that's like those serial killers and like they do stuff like that. They go out in the woods by themselves.
Like Kaczynski put himself out there all by himself in the woods.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But as it relates to the betting, guys, here's my question for Anthony and VG. Is basketball the easiest sport to fix? I would say yes.
Yeah. I mean,
think because one player could have such an impact.
Yeah.
Yes.
Terry Rozier.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
Nobody could have more impact than a pitcher or a quarterback. But if a quarterback does stuff, if Jalen Hurts, throws the ball off by 20 yards, you're going to see that right away. They got the guy with one organization, is it the Guardians, that they were questioning the pitches? But in basketball, this guy, Rozier, he just turns up lame. Or, you get the ball in a couple big moments and, you have good shooting for him, but you keep it off to the side and you're going to miss. I think I think basketball over the years we've seen is the one that's why basketball's got to be really on top of that. I'll tell you who is on top of it. The sports books are on top of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They see that Rozier thing. They caught Rozier in 2023. Why they're resting him now, I don't know. But and they kept letting him play. I don't quite understand all that, but I do think basketball is the easiest to fix. And I'm down with everybody on the prop bets. It's harder to influence a game, but if there's bets out there that allow you to bet on Terry Rozier's performance, Terry Rozier can easily come under on that all the time. So
I don't know why they should just make overs.
How about him with an $8 million IRS debt? Terry Rozier. That's what they're saying.
$8 million IRS debt. Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what, Anthony?
But you're right. It should only be overs. 100%.
That's an interesting proposal, Anthony.
That's a genius idea.
Well, if you do it like that, there's no incentive to fail. Like you want to make sure that you're foolproof against human failure, right? Like, so this way it forces you to succeed.
Yes. That's good. I think the powers that be need to listen to you on that.
I agree.
And I think that they I saw the guy Greg Sankey from the SEC telling the NCAA, pleading to Charlie Baker that they need to pull back because they're about to let college athletes bet on sports. And that's a bad idea. You're allowed to bet on sports, but not on the colleges. That's way, way too thin a line.
So here's what I believe, that it's so rampant that they can't enforce it, or else you would have mass players be suspended. I think it's so rampant. It's so you could tell in the building what apps people are using, right? Like, so it. They probably are looking at it going, oh my God, if we don't allow it, It's like the NBA marijuana policy years ago. Like,
Right.
you're like, if we make marijuana part, like, we're going to have to suspend half the league, right?
Right.
Right? Like,
Right.
we can't
Yes.
do it. And I
Yeah.
think it's the same here. I think the danger of our society by opening Pandora's box is that you created, especially young males, right? Like young dudes that fall for it. Like you're competitive. When you're young, well, you're always competitive. You're a sports guy, you're competitive. And that's where gambling leads into it because it's not even about the money. It's about being right. Like I know I can see what's going to happen. And it's a competition. It's a game. And that's
Yes.
where you open that Pandora's box and make it like, oh yeah, la-di-da, it's Disney World. Yeah, get your SGPs and bet your overs and unders and everything else. And you get action junkies.
Yeah. And, after 41 years, well, closer to 45 if you count the Bolton, 45 years in the news business, I kind of wrote it out with a couple years in sports betting. And it's, we know what a serious problem it is. But I'll tell you the thing that's really scary is, in my mind, is the online casino. Now, I know we're going up against some sponsors, though, but you got to really guard against that. You come back with a full tank of gas at 2 a.m. and you start playing poker and you wake up in the morning, so
Yeah.
not good.
Yeah.
They really need to get after that stuff.
Yeah. It's tough. Really is.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go NFL.
Okay. And on the NFL, I want to do it like a little, not to the extent we did last week, although the Jets were so rankled that we picked them as the best team in the NFL that they came storming back to beat the Bengals last week. See that? You're welcome, Jets. You're welcome that we picked you as the worst. Our headline on the NFL is keeping it real. And my question for you and VG, Anthony, is I'm going to ask you for 3 teams. And you tell me whether they're for real or not for real.
Oh, I love it. Fugazi, real or Fugazi?
Yes. I was going to call it real or Fugazi, but Fugazi is you.
No.
Fugazi out of The Irishman doesn't sound right.
But it's great. No, you got to do it. I want you to do it.
There you go.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Colts, are they for real?
You know what's funny? I would have said Fugazi early, but Jonathan Taylor. Obviously Daniel Jones having a good year. I think he's good in that system. He's got good weapons. He has ability. But what makes that team so dangerous is Jonathan Taylor. I mean, we're seeing he's having a Barkley year. He's unbelievable, man. They got a great O-line. And as long as you can run the ball like that, there's a problem.
Yep. Let's talk about who they've beaten so far. The Dolphins, the Browns, the Titans, the Raiders, the Cardinals, the Chargers, and the Titans.
Yep.
Doesn't mean they're not for real.
There's one team that's any good in that whole crew.
Yes.
Broncos or Chargers?
And they beat them by 1.
Oh, Denver, 2 teams. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they lost to the Rams.
They beat the Broncos by 1.
Right.
Yeah.
I still think they're real because now is the scope of it, can they beat Kansas City or Buffalo? I mean, I'd still take KC or Buffalo, but I think they're legitimate. I think they're a threat.
I mean, we were going to find out. Their next 3 games are Steelers, Falcons, Chiefs. And then it's just slop. Houston, Jacksonville, Seattle, Niners, Jacksonville.
The
Houston.
freaking Chiefs are good. They're back. It's amazing. You give him weapons, he's still the best quarterback in the league.
Yeah, they're playing well. They are playing well. And I heard Baldy talking about the screen game, and Andy's always had that. And they're using that effectively. The Eagles showed some signs with that last week, so that's good. All right, we have 3 teams. We've discussed the Colts. The next one is the Seahawks.
No, Fugazi.
Yeah, I'm not a believer.
Fugazi.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Yeah, there are people that really are high on them. I tend to agree with you. My thing is can you really count on a team that has Sam Darnold lining up? I mean, Darnold can throw a game for 400 yards and really light it up, but his playoff track record, not good, not good.
I mean,
So I think that's
if you do the same, look at who they beat. They beat the Steelers, the Saints, the Cardinals, the Jaguars, and the Texans. All
isn't
sloppy.
it amazing how many we talked last week, so many bad squads. That's why these teams are getting there.
Yep.
And our last for keeping it real, or are they for real, is the Patriots.
I'm a believer in the Patriots. I like Vrabel. I like Drake May. If they get a receiver,
Yeah, they're
They're
gonna
gonna
try
be-
to get one.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. I vacillate. I hate to be
Yeah.
on the fence. If I had to lean, I would say Fugazi, but
Yeah, and I think that, hey, I always thought Vrabel was a good coach, so
Yeah.
he's a nice fit up there. Drake May looks good, but let's not canonize Drake May yet. Let's see what that guy does over time. Let's see what he does if he's got to play a playoff game up in Buffalo.
right.
You know, let's-
But when you watch him, the eye test, he looks pretty good. He's got a
looks
good
good.
arm. He's got
I
awareness.
kind of lean with Pat though. Like it's too soon. Like I like Vrabel too, and like if you ask me, are they going to get there? I say yeah, but they're not there yet. Still Fugazi.
Well, they're not. They're not there with the Bills or Chiefs, but I think they're close.
They're not Chargers. I'll take the Chargers over 'em.
Of course, you will.
I'll take Colts over 'em. Yeah, here you go. Colts or Patriots. I'll take Colts.
Yeah, I think Patriots. All right.
How about it? Hey, and while we're at the NFL, a little thing about Carson Wentz. I mean, it's criminal what he had to play with, and
Yeah.
where does Carson Wentz being too bullheaded to come off the field, and the Vikings not having enough sense to pull him off the field, playing with one arm. That's a tight line there, right?
Yeah,
The Vikings weren't just putting out a sacrificial lamb there.
yeah. You're right on, brother. That's ugly. That was ugly, ugly.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. The #1 headline: the team that is taking the town by storm, shockingly.
Now, who would have thought
Philadelphia
shockingly is right?
76ers.
Shockingly is right. I probably went 20 weeks without a Sixers category, and for good reason. But they're here to, the editor's desk has to stand up and take notice. The headline there is pleasant surprise. And those two guys there, it's just fun. It's just fun to watch. You have the leading scorer in the NBA next to a rookie who had the third highest point total in one game, a rookie who can defend, a rookie, looking at two stone cold athletes. Monday was terrific. They were down 16 going into the fourth quarter. There's going to be some matchups that they're not going to be able to trot this squad out against. They're going to need help. You could see where Paul George could get plugged in and help now. It's been fun to watch. And you could see them on the sideline having fun. I wish they'd take Kyle Lowry's uniform off and put him in a nice outfit and let him coach the team, because it looks to me like that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's the truth.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. This has been, it's amazing how we thought about the season, and it was funny. I remember being excited, but I had no idea that Edgecombe was going to be this, right? And then playing next to Max. I had a feeling that Maxey was about to go on that next level. He came in, he looks great, strong, right? Got swolled up. And he's serious. Danny D, who's going to be in later, was with him. He ran a camp with Danny, and he was talking about he's more serious. He's looking and I'm thinking, all right, but who would have thought Edgecombe and the energy? There's positive energy, Pat. Like the two of them
Yeah.
together. Oh, it's awesome.
And I mean, when the game's on the line, Maxey wants the ball, Edgecombe will take the ball, and Grimes will take the ball. You know, I mean, Maxey at one point, in one of those games, Grimes hit an unbelievably timely three to get it done down the stretch, didn't hesitate. In the Washington game, Maxey kind of hit him down by his knees, and he couldn't really hit it right in the flow. But they got a couple of weapons, and then they got a great effort the other night out of a guy that doesn't really have too much. But Bona had a terrific block, and then a real timely follow. His only 2 points in the game when Maxey needed a bucket, went down. This floater didn't go. It was great to see. Great to see.
So much fun, man.
It's hard to. If Maxey's only 24, I mean, he's going to be 25 in like a week or so, but he's so young still, too.
Oh my God, I love him, man. Could he be? You know who he is? He's Iverson with a smile.
Well, yes, and he's Iverson without the baggage. And
right. That's
Allen
kind of what I
was
mean. Like he's got, you know.
But you had all,
He's
you
the
know, you
Disney
had
World Allen.
all these old curmudgeons that would never give Iverson the benefit of the doubt. And even your oldest bounce pass curmudgeon loves Maxey. There's no, you know, his approval rating is about as high as you possibly could get.
That is great. A bounce pass curmudgeon.
Come down there. McCain looks like
because you know those guys.
We
all know those guys, BJ.
Yeah,
and some of them were very good friends of ours.
Yeah, some guy was on the radio for like 40 years here doing it. Yes.
Listen, right? When you post up, if you're gonna get the ball to your big in the low block, it's got to be a bounce pass.
Agreed.
All right. Got to be a bounce pass, Pat.
Nothing better. I always tell the kids, even when they're little,
I got a big target up here. They got the palm on a big target.
Pass better than a bucket. Yeah,
like this, and then there it is. There's your bounce pass.
Absolutely.
That, and then that.
If I got good position, I want the ball right here. Then I'm going to spin right on you.
Shut up.
By the way, Anthony, we're going to see whether the Dodgers can repeat. But a real question here is, what are the odds that St. Margaret's repeats?
So,
good question, Pat.
It's funny you said that. I'm not sure I'm coaching.
What?
Because he's now going to be in 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's the varsity, right?
Yes.
And I don't know. Like, they already have their existing varsity coach from last year.
Yes.
So I don't know if I'm even in. I just found out that we had registration because we just got done baseball. Right, we got 4 games left in football, right, and with playoffs. So my head wasn't even in it, and then they said to me, you have the basketballs from last year?" I'm like, "Well, wait, am I coaching or not? Like, what's the deal?" So I don't know.
Well, the other guy who coached with you, will he stick around?
No, his son. So Kevin, his son Trevor, he's a baller. He's in 6th grade. So he's still going to stay. He's going to dominate. He's going to score 28, 25 a game.
You guys don't coach. You guys are just coaching as the kids go? You don't?
Yeah, I moved up.
Oh, all right.
Like I moved up. As Massimo moved up, I moved up.
Right? You got all this wisdom. You got to help out the next gen.
You know. No. I'm not going to.
You got plenty of time, dude. On top of all their sports you had on that other additional practice to JV. Yeah, you got the time. Help the next generation. Win another chip at that level.
No. That I'll only do it for Massimo. I'm sorry. You're nuts.
Screw your loser kids.
No, man. That's what the other dads are there for. I take my steps up the ladder.
Compared to you. Come on.
Yeah. Anyway, can't wait. Pat, you're the greatest. I look at you. Look so good in that.
There you go. Listen, there's the PHLY swag you get for that Diehard thing. Sure.
Hey, Diehards on sale for another day or two, right? 55% off still to the end of the month?
55.
You get a nice shirt.
Oh, yes. And you can find out from Kevin whether, with you Savage, whether Kevin's ever been on that great Boyertown diamond. I've never been up there. I heard it's beautiful.
Isn't it amazing the
that
local?
Might be too far afield for Phoenixville. I don't know. I don't know. Have my legs down.
Isn't it amazing the amount of local kids? Like the
It
kid
is.
Schneider
It's
is another one. Hit the home run last night.
Yeah.
He's from Jersey.
You see, his dad's like recording it. His dad's got those glasses, the meta glasses, so you can record video as you're hanging out. And he recorded his reaction to it.
Oh, really?
And yeah, Snyder's like, I don't know why he wears those things. Those glasses are so stupid.
That's awesome. My brother, we love you. Great
All right,
as
boys,
always.
let's do it again next week.
Good stuff,
Thanks,
Pat.
buddy. Here he is, the great Pat McClune. Let's take care of some business, shall we? Hey, let's talk about Parks Casino, Street Road, Bend, Salem. There's always another way to win on the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. It's all about the live bet while you watch all the action. Thursday Night Football, here we go. Ravens 8 over Miami. Any feeling?
Well, Parks actually just dropped. Mine's got 7.5. This is a tease game for me. I'm teasing the Dolphins to like 13.5 and give me over 44.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Birds on the bye. The Giants 2.5 dog against San Francisco. Seattle, Washington Sunday night. Dallas on Monday night. That's your division. All right, so check it out.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll have our Cousins Corner with the Brain coming up later today.
Flyers healthy favorite tonight, -152.
Tonight should be a 5-goal game.
The over-under is 6.
I think Flyers put up 5.
Oh, you think they put up 5?
Yeah.
Oh, man, smash that over.
Yeah. Bet Parks has all your favorite classic casino games. Run on your phone. Make downtime your fun time. Blackjack, craps, roulette, hundreds of online slots. Huff and more puff. Divine Fortunes. Join me now on the Bet Parks app. Right now, you users get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down the first 24 hours. BetParks.com has all the details. You got to be 21. You got to be in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, let's talk about Cherry Hill Mitsubishi. Yes, you know what I didn't know? That Mitsubishi Motors, #1 in customer satisfaction with dealer services among mainstream brands and SUV owners. I didn't know that.
No clue.
Yeah, that's not me saying it. That's J.D. Power.
Reputable people.
Yeah, I listen to J.D. Power.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for the most affordable 7-passenger SUV in America? Cherry Hill Mitsubishi has you covered with the 2025 Mitsubishi Outlander. Take advantage of their year-end sales event, 0% down, 60% for 60 months APR financing on the entire 2025 Mitsubishi lineup for Pennsylvania residents only. All right? So you got to check this out, man. There's some restrictions there. They have all kinds of great deals. They have the best warranty in the business. Go see Bill. You see Bill over at Cherry Hill Mitsubishi. He's going to tell him I sent you. He'll give you the cuz discount. Big discount. You're really going to hooked up. All right? So check it out. I know, all 24/7, cherryhillmitsubishi.com. I know people buy Mitsubishis elsewhere. I just don't know why. Why?
They're not informed. I don't know. They're not bright. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Here's what I do know, that we have a legend on the line on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. Hometown hero. Cannot wait to talk to this man. All week long, I was looking forward to talking to him because I know that he is all sixered up. Kevin Negandhi, ABC.
Hometown hero, hometown hero, Kevin Negandhi, from Temple to ESPN.
Dude, I love it. Look at the background. Look at the background. I love it. First of all, you're looking handsome. Second of all, dude, how much fun is it? How much fun is it?
It's so much fun because, like, just a small little inside thing, like when you're in studio and Sports Center, like we've got like everybody's a fan of something, right? Some team, some experience, right? And our floor managers, I have like a great relationship with those guys. And one of the ladies, her name's Tati. She's a big Giants and Knicks fan. and the other one, his name's Jordan. He's a big Celtics fan. So I've had a good week of just giving them the business, and that's the cool thing about like doing what you do, working at a place like that, right? And you know they're talking, and I was like, I don't want to hear about the spring. I'm talking about October this week, and so it's been fun, man. It's been fun, especially watching the Sixers, and we have hope. That's all we want, Ant. That's all we want, BG. We want hope, right?
Yes.
We want hope. We want a young team that can run. And by the way, Ant, you gave me some business last week about Kelly Oubre. And when I was seeing Kelly Oubre match up with Paolo Banchero and not backing down, I was like, yo, my man, at least for one night, I am chalking this up and I'm going to talk to Ant.
You go right ahead. He's had a great week. Your boy.
Yeah.
Your
We'll
boy's
take it.
had a great week. I give you all the
We'll
credit
take
in the world. I hate him, but he had a great week.
We'll take it. We'll take it for the week, right? Listen, and that's all we want. Let's live in the States.
I want you to. I need you to crow a little bit, man. You deserve it.
Yeah. And honestly, Ant, like, I know you were down on the grind stuff, and for good reason. It's just these parts and pieces really come together when you got a guy like VJ that you can insert with energy to help Tyrese, right? Then the domino effect happens right after that, right? And now it's gotten to the point, and I know it's one week and one run and 4 games and all that, but you create a certain energy, right?
Yes.
Around the team where it's like, hey, man, you look at 21, and I'm glad I saw him celebrating. And by the way, you drop, 25 points in 23 minutes or 23 points in 25 minutes. And then you look at Paul George is like, hey, man, are you in or out on this? Because we're not waiting for you. So do you want to be like our team's success is not based on when you guys return. It doesn't hover over that. It's can you come up to the level of what we're trying to do? And that is the energy every single night offensively to run.
So I'm completely with you. And you're right about Grimes. Like he had a big shot the other night, and he's playing within the offense.
Yeah,
he's not dominate the ball. I absolutely love Maxey. Right, like so. A lot of my view comes from, and you remember when we were talking about Grimes, I'm like, I don't want him to dominate the ball. When I need Maxey to have the ball in his hands, right? Like you see, like he's giving you, 38 and 7 and 9. Like he's giving you dimes, right? The ball's moving. He looks like what we're seeing from him, strong, like the strength that he has. He got bigger, stronger, more serious. Like better than anybody. You just don't drop, 30, 40, like on a given night. And not be a great player. Like we've seen his ascent into superstardom. I said he's AI. He's Disney AI.
I love that comparison. It is the closest thing that we have to Allen Iverson and the stories we have weaved through the years to our kids about Allen Iverson. Because not so much, on the court is one thing. It's the attitude that he brings that every night I am going to play 40 minutes of nonstop basketball. The guy doesn't just say, what about my load management? The guy doesn't show up and just say, tonight's just not the night. AI was great like that. AI drove us crazy, but man, when the 4 quarters were playing, it was his oasis, right? And you see that with Tyrese, but then you also see that Tyrese is doing all the other work. That Tyrese wants to be the leader. Tyrese isn't showing up and saying, I am the leader. He's leading by example, that follow me. This is how we're going to do it. And then when you can have that against a kid like with VJ coming in, who's, fresh, like we saw that interview last night with Chuck and all those guys from inside the NBA. Like it's just nice to see, like, Tyrese is like, get under my wing. Let's do the right habits. Let's have the right energy. You're right here with me. I am going to need you. We're going to carry this together. It's just for this fan base that has been wounded, right?
Oh,
It's huge.
It's a
That's all we
godsend,
want.
man.
We
It's
want guys that care. We want energy. That's all we want. And
you know what's funny? You got this. You have this gift. And I was thinking about this the other night. I was watching the two of them because Edgecombe has it. Maxie obviously has it in spades. But energy, right? You obviously need to have talent. But if you, on top of that, have real positive energy, like there's a goodness, right? And a joy of doing what you do, right? Loving what you do. And it's got to exude from you, right? Like the thing about Joel, and I'm a huge Embiid guy. I've always loved him. I think he's a tremendous talent. And like I think he's almost, we don't appreciate his ability throughout the years enough, right? But he does have the mope factor, and he does have a down kind of thing, and Maxie's like the antidote, and Edgecombe's like the antidote to that. That you mentioned it. We saw 21 smile and into it, even as he's working his way back, and he's not into the game. He's rooting like that. Is that energy? It can carry you, can carry a team, and a workplace a workplace. That positive, you gotta. I was telling this to my son. I was like, dude, you gotta be a light. You got to be a light in life, man. You know, you got to be in on every huddle, right? Every, whatever sport it is, and you're together. You got to be positive. You got to be into it. You got to be a light.
Without question, you nailed it, man. Because and Joel's journey. Listen, you and I feel the same way about Joel. I love the guy. I know he busts his butt, and he went through some hard years. The storm cloud is there, and maybe it's, personal, maybe it's, professional because of what he's gone through. And we saw that though in the beginning of Joel's career when he was healthy and he was playing, right? Like 2018, there was like an energy that we got from Joel every night, and everybody wanted it, right? Give me more, give me more, give me more. I want more of this. And then it went sideways. And I think the Ben Simmons stuff, and we don't need to rehash the whole thing, but there were layers to that where you get beaten down, then your body can't do the things you want to do as you get older and older and older, right? That's why I think you and I had talked about this with VG sometime last spring when it was like, yo, we got to stop with the veterans, and we need to get younger. We need to infuse some life in the organization, and we need to protect Tyrese Maxey. And it feels like they have done that bit by bit by bit. Get the young guys, infuse some energy, get the right guys that play. And we'll circle it back to the start of this conversation. I get that from Kelly Oubre. I'm like, hey, man, just give me some good energy, man. Like, you care. It's all I want you to just care.
Right.
Please care for us.
Right.
That's all.
Right. Listen, you're spot on.
When you hear Maxie talk last night on ESPN, he's 24, almost 25. He's got paid, and right after getting paid, he's at the gym at 6 a.m. every day. Every day. Like, that's rare, man.
Yeah, he's got. There's a bit of Kobe in him. Like,
yeah.
I go back to his father. Like when he was drafted, and you and I, because we're going to do this thing, that our little side project. When they interviewed his dad, and it was him and his father, and they were talking about the journey. I mean, I loved his father. He was crying. Like, it was beautiful. My God, I loved it. It was beautiful. And that, you can see the foundation where he comes from, man.
Absolutely. Without question. And I think at the time, doing the stuff that I do, and I've obviously followed the sport in college basketball, I love bringing up the tweet that I had the night of the draft, and I just said, Philly's going to love this kid. I'm so happy they got a steal, because I think everybody forgets. It's kind of like where Carolina was in the 80s, where the only guy that held Michael Jordan to under 20 points was Dean Smith, right? Because you had to play the system. At Kentucky under Cal, he had so many high school All-Americans and McDonald All-Americans, right? And first-round picks that you guys got to wait your time, right? the Devin Bookers of the world. Like, they don't explode until they get into the NBA. And Tyrese was in that group. They had so much talent there, but it was like, hey, we gotta make sure we gotta keep everybody happy, right? And that team that he was on was loaded. So as a result, we didn't see Tyrese explode or expand or dominate. And then when you look at Baylor and VJ, the way Baylor's set up by, hey, physical, toughness, we're going to grind you, we'll run. We didn't see explosive offenses at Baylor. And now look, like these guys can now, all right, we've learned all that other stuff, and now we add a little and add a little and add a little. I know the James Harden years didn't work out well, but one thing I love about what Tyrese took is he took the best of James Harden's approach offensively, and he's applied it to his game.
Yes. Great point. So here's the question. What do you do when you got McCain and Paul George, right? So Paul George is going to get a lot of time to 4 with the 3 guards, and he's half a wing anyway, so he is what he is. He's more of a 2-3, but you got a small, fast lineup. How do you kind of divvy this up?
I wouldn't mess with anything that you had with Tyrese and VJ, and I wouldn't stop whatever the flow is with those two guys. I would slowly bring in Paul George to make sure he's right. I would slowly bring in Jared, and then they have to find their way to fit. And I know I'm talking about a Paul George guy that you look at how much money he's making and all the stuff that he brings, find a way to fit. And you know what, Ant? Paul George is better that way instead of coming in and saying, I'm the man.
Yes.
Paul George is a great Robin.
Yes.
Find a way to fit. Because Tyrese is Batman.
Yes.
Tyrese is Batman. Tyrese is Superman. Tyrese is Iron Man. Tyrese is all of those things in any role that you want.
Yes.
Be Robin.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Be Hawkeye. Be one of the guys that can help us, but we're not relying on you to win the battle.
Yes. It's a great point. And I think he embraces that. I expect Paul George to come back invigorated. Like, I don't know.
I think so. I hope, and it comes back to what we talked about. The way VJ and Tyrese play, your play holds everybody else accountable. Right? Like,
totally.
Hey, man, you got to raise your game. We don't need to we're already here. And we've already got some deposits made with the fan base.
Yeah.
Right? And the fan base will sniff it out quickly, like, whoa, we're slowing down because, like, nah. And you know what? Maybe Paul George 5 years ago, you don't have that approach. Maybe OKC Paul George, you don't have that approach, right? Maybe late Indiana, you don't have that approach. But right now, at the stage of his career, it's like, yo, you've been Robin because you were Robin to Kawhi for years. We wanted you to be Robin to Joel. Now you're Robin to Tyrese.
Yeah, you're spot. He's so right. I'm so with you. All right, let's go from Sixers to Birds. And 6-2. We all know what looms on the other side of the bye. Like, you feel good about where you're at. We wanted that win. It was a good win. And then we got Green Bay, Detroit, and then Dallas, Chicago, Chargers. So that will define whether or not you can get the 1 or the 2.
Without question. And the bye couldn't have come at a better time. And I thought Kevin Patullo's best game was this past weekend. And he deserves credit, man, on how he called the game. I knew, and I told you guys, Saquon was about to break something. He was going to have a big game. And I didn't expect it the first carry, but I knew he was going to have an explosive run. And we saw that. There was, I don't want to hear any crap about what's wrong with Saquon. I thought that was garbage at the start of the season. I was like, it's nothing wrong with Saquon. As soon as he gets the ball, he's getting hit.
Right.
I mean, if you give him a seam, he'll find the seam. Just give him a seam, and that's what he did. He found seams more than anything else, right? I'm going to be curious to see if Patullo understands that, hey, we got something good. Jalen's already talked about it. Playing under center is beneficial to him and the entire offense. I really, really am curious to see where Jurgens is health-wise. Hopefully Dickerson's better. Lane can get better and healthy. That's the concern for me. Like, did you get healthy? Now it's interesting with Nakobe there. You know, where are we going to be with Jahad Campbell coming off the edge a little bit? We've seen his snaps go down. They're trying to figure it out. Hey, can he play that role a little bit? I can't wait to have Nolan Smith back. Like he's just critical here for the pass rush. And guess what? That Aiden Hutchinson deal, that should be a signal to Jalen Carter. Yo, it's there. It's there. If you show up every week, it's there. Can you do what we're asking you to do? And there could be something much beneficial and much bigger at the end of the season.
Yeah, I know. I feel you. Listen,
but I say it to you by saying he's such a difference maker in the middle when he's motivated and when he's healthy. And when he's motivated and healthy, it changes the entire defensive approach for Vic Fangio. I think the whole city has been talking about this for most of the season. Can we just put Cooper to the outside? And maybe we're going to see more of that.
I don't like Cooper on the outside. I mean, I know you might force to do it more, but he's so strong in the middle of the field, and he's such a presence and such a great tackler that I think
agree.
you miss him. You know, and especially like against the Lions. Like when you look at matchups, right? You look at the Lions, you look at the Packers. Like you need presence in the middle of the field because they work the middle of the field so well.
Yep, Amon-Ra, who just eats everybody up in the slot, and then Tucker Kraft, who's emerged as
Laporta, right?
3-4 tight ends, right? Like you're 100%, and Laporta, like you're 100. It's actually
and even Gibbs, like Gibbs will work because they'll split him out, right? And they'll work him in the slot. Like there's a lot that they do with him. Like I need Cooper in the middle of that field.
And then down the road, you got Ferguson, but you also still have the idea that you're dealing with those two wide receivers with the Cowboys. Like this will be great. We'll continue to learn. I do find it funny how the national media has talked about the Eagles, though, because at one point I'm like, wait a second. Did you all forget that we beat the Chiefs? Did you guys forget that we already beat the Cowboys? Did you guys forget that we beat the Bucs? And I don't know if that they forgot. I don't think they so much care. So,
yeah, what is it? Is it just they're the champs and they're looking to poke holes?
No, I think aesthetically they're not pleasing, and I think we get caught up in what's aesthetically pleasing, right? Like Bills haven't won anything, but Josh Allen, look how amazing the offense looks.
Right.
They're aesthetically pleasing with the star quarterback. I think there's a frustration level. Like, I just find it interesting that the Chiefs were beat up. Everybody's what's wrong with the Chiefs. Chiefs get healthy. It's, they're back. They're going to win it all. Like, they're well on their way, right? Like, none of that is ever given to the Eagles. And we're not aesthetically pleasing. Everything's just tougher and tougher and tougher. And it doesn't help that, the wide receiver publicly voices his opinion on social media, and then that gives them an opening to discuss what's wrong because it's an easy place to go.
So, so with you on that. I'm just curious because I got to get you college football, but are they as good as they were in your mind last year? Can they reach? Because I see your face and I agree, but go ahead.
No, not right now.
No. Can they get there? Like
maybe, because guess what? I think a year ago we were in the same spot as we are right now, right? We weren't aware of Sweat and Williams becoming more and more dominant as the season went on. We weren't, we were still trying to figure out, like, hey, where's the identity and Becton and all that. So not yet. I can tell you one guy who's played really well, better than last year's Goddard. Goddard's played really, really well. We didn't have a lot of that last year because of the injuries, which is great. Quignon has taken a step down, I think, because of the injury and the hamstring. That hurts us. We miss guys like Slay. We do miss,
Rogers. Yeah.
CJ Gardner-Johnson, just finding a way. The one thing that you can talk about CJ all you want, but the one thing, man, he was always around the ball, and he kind of gave them a certain swagger that I think they're still learning to figure out, right? Like Zach hasn't looked right. Vaughn hasn't looked 100% the last 3 weeks. Not yet, but at 6-2, it's okay. Like, they don't need to look great right now. What they need to do is get healthy and then find a way to kind of, if you can go 3-2 over the next 5 weeks as you laid out, and hopefully get one of those wins against the Packers and maybe Packers and Lions. Shoot, man, that'd be huge.
Yeah,
that'd be
maybe
huge.
AJ will even be happy. I know,
And I am worried about one thing. I'm worried about the physicality of that Lions game.
Yeah.
Because I actually think the Lions, it's amazing how the patchwork on that defense, and they've been able to, through Band-Aids and get guys off the street, they can still do what they're doing. They're freaking physical. Holy cow, are they?
And Kev, Gibbs is the best back. I love Bijan. Gibbs is the best back in the NFL.
Right now? Yeah, you're
better
right.
Than Saquon, better than Bijan.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
And he catches balls out of the backfield. He's ridiculous. And then you got to deal with Montgomery too. So they scare me. They're like that. They scare me. All right. So more wildness. Brian Kelly, family, like out, ridiculous payout. Now they're 3.
Yeah.
Penn State, Florida, LSU, monster gigs. So I was talking to Rule because we're doing our podcast, and Matt's like, dude, people don't get it. They think because you're a blue blood that you should win. And they're getting rid of coaches middle of the year because there's pressures everywhere from all over the place. And it's too rash. What do you think?
Without question, man. When Jimbo Fisher was paid $70+ million, it changed the landscape of how everybody looked at college football. Plain and simple. It just changed it all. Now it's a race because I think some of these firings are now, it's a race. So Florida starts it, then Penn State, or maybe it was Penn State, then Florida, right? And then LSU says, whoa. We've got a guy we want to get. There's a Florida opening. We've got to make sure we're open. I think that plays a huge role, man, in all of this. And who would have thought that we are going to be talking about Indiana, Vanderbilt, Georgia Tech, Virginia, potentially in the first rankings release show next week?
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
Meanwhile, we're not talking about Penn State. We're not talking about Texas. We're not talking about LSU. We're not talking about Florida. Because Matt's right. It does not matter, man. It's catching lightning in a bottle and getting the right guys and spending the right money. And honestly, it comes down to getting the right quarterback too.
It does. How about Penn State going to be a 20.5-point underdog in Columbus? They're a 20-point underdog.
It's to think that was November 1st when the season came out, and we all circled that this weekend like, this is the big one. This is a big deal. And it's like, no. Can they keep it close? Because Ohio State's going to send a whooping out there to send a message.
Yeah. Who do you think has the inside track on these jobs? First of all, Lane's going to be the richest man in America.
Yep. Lane can say, here's a check, and talk to every single program and say, whatever you want to write down, let's see what your offer is. I know that Lane is very family-wise, very happy in Ole Miss. But you get the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go to Florida and a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go to LSU. Booger McFarland, my co-host or my guy in studio with me, LSU grad, very proud Tiger. Him and I have talked about this for the last few years. And all Booger has said is, Kev, if you ever seal up the state lines of Louisiana, you don't recruit anywhere else but Louisiana, you can contend and win a national title.
Yeah.
Every year.
Well, you're going to get receivers,
So much
defensive tackles, cornerbacks.
Yep. And LSU is bigger than the Saints. It's the biggest thing in the state. Kids grow up LSU. They go to the school not because of the coach, right? I mean, that just happened earlier this week. Brian Kelly gets canned, and then they had a recruit who's like, I'm staying at LSU. He doesn't even know who's the coach. It's the program, right? And Nick did a great job. Nick Saban 25 years ago when he was like, this system is broken at this school. I'm going to recruit in this state. And then he basically said, we have so much to offer here. What are we doing? And it changed everything about LSU. You know what? I'm stunned. Any other year, Florida would be the number one job. Any other year, Penn State would be the number one job. and here we are potentially, and my wife's a Gator, talking about Florida being a top, the third of the three choices, just because LSU and Penn State, they're just different animals. Now, the LSU situation is interesting because they don't have a president. We heard the governor yesterday talk about, a decision, and he's not going to make the decision, but he's got a board that are all his guys who are going to, the AD's not going to make a decision. Like, it gives you pause if you're a coach, like, do I want to go into this mess?
Well, I got news for you. Governors of these states are all behind the program. It's bread and circuses, my brother. It's bread and circuses.
Yes, it is.
Real quick. Saban, Urban, like, are we going to see the return of these guys? Or they go, you know what? We're done. We're staying on the sidelines. I don't want to get involved in this mess.
I believe Nick left just because of the way NIL was and the way the transfer portal was. And it's just a completely different beast. I can't speak for Nick and Miss Terry, but I can't imagine. I mean, if the number's insane, and I think the number will be tossed out to be insane for them to get one of those guys. I just can't see Nick doing it just because, first off, he's a legend at Alabama. I mean, they have a statue out there. And then you go to LSU, like, I don't know if that's feasible. I think they would have a real question about, hey, do we like to travel every week on game day? I would be surprised.
Did you see Miss Terry's response on game day last week? I think she's like, we haven't heard a number big enough yet.
Miss Terry's the boss. Wow, did you see Nick's response? I'm keeping Jimmy Sexton away from Miss Terry. Yeah. That's his agent. Because the number will be big. Listen, BG, the number will be really, really big. Yeah. I think it's all set up for Lane, man, and what Lane wants to do. So this is kind of how you connect the dots, right? I think Lane goes to LSU. I think Jed Fish goes from Washington to Florida. Remember, he was an assistant under Spurrier, Howie Roseman's roommate for a few months. I think Penn State. I don't. It's the same feeling. I can't see Urban. He's a legend at Ohio State. I can't see Urban going to Penn State. I just can't. You know the guy I would go for, and I love Matt. And if Matt's not the guy I would go for, slam dunk, write the check, let's go. You ready for this? I'd go for Clark Lee at Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
You want to know why? The guy's done so. Vandy spends money now, but the guy builds teams, like the physicality of a team, right? And maybe Clark's like, I'm waiting for something else, which would be insane because it's Penn State,
right?
Or if there's a domino, let's just say there's a domino and LSU gets Marcus Freeman or the NFL gets Marcus Freeman and Clark Lee goes to Notre Dame. Because I think Clark Lee would go to Notre Dame like tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Right?
Yeah, I could totally. If Freeman leaves, I see him going there.
Yes.
It's funny. I know Matt's just trying to like blinders,
It's tough, man.
it is hard. And
Yeah.
it's his dream job, and we know it.
It's his dream job. And then what happened against Minnesota after that, like the news, and you're like, oh, and Minnesota always gives Nebraska a hard time. That's really, really challenging, man.
Yeah.
So I feel that's a tough situation, especially like this. We started the college football conversation. These firings are taking place in the middle of the season.
Crazy.
They're not taking place at the end of November.
No,
They're taking place
it's crazy.
in the middle of the season. Like week 7, week 8, and you're like in the mess, and then your name's everywhere, and the kids all see it.
Crazy. My brother, we love you. You're the greatest. All right. Give
Appreciate
a big
you,
hug
fellas.
to my nephews.
I will. Much love to the fam. All right, brother? Be good.
There he is, the great Kevin Negandhi, your hometown hero. Let's take care of some business. And then, Danny D, we got to go to corners offense. All right? You're going to direct Coach Andrew.
I will.
Coach Andrew over there. Let's talk about Parks Casino, though. Let's do our business. Parks Casino. Here's what's happening. First of all, have we checked out have you seen it, VG?
What?
So tonight, Ravens.
Yep.
Saturday, Ohio State, 20.5.
Lay it.
Lay it. Your Bulldogs, 7.5.
Lay it.
Looks light,
Lay it.
right? Doesn't it feel light?
Yeah, I was just looking. India. This is what if you have a team you like, just throw some money on it. Indiana was 100-1 preseason. They're now 6-1.
Yeah, that's insane. It really is insane. Oklahoma, Tennessee, great game. Tennessee 3.5. I like Tennessee in that game, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep. Huskers got Nebraska. Huskers got Trojans. They're a big dog at home, 6.5. I like Nebraska at night. Ole Miss at Lane, 12.5 over South Carolina. Irish, 28, big number over BC. It's kind of what we're looking at. Then, of course, we have a big day of football on Sunday with no birds. So you can just watch stress-free with your Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app.
I do like the break when you don't have to worry about your team. You can just bet.
Yeah, 6-2, you feel good.
Yeah.
So check it out, the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. It's right there. It's got everything, all the casino games. New customers get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down the first 24 hours. All right, everything, live bet. You got all the basketball, hockey. By the way, the props in basketball, overs. Just wherever Reeves, Tyrese, just over. It's right there. BetParks.com is all the details. Got to be 21. You got to be in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, Maryland, Ohio. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. All right. Are we talking about a little Flyers hockey trip?
I think we are. I think we're going to talk about a sports trip.
Little Philly sports trip?
Yeah.
Our boy Vince.
You all ready for the ultimate Flyers getaway? Who isn't? PHLY and Philly Sports Trips taking the Diehards west for the California takeover with Flyers legend, the great John LeClair. From March 17th to the 22nd, we're hitting the West Coast for 2 huge games. First, Anaheim Ducks at the Honda Center, then the LA Kings at Crypto.com Arena. Your package includes optional round-trip direct flights from Philly. You get a 5-night stay at the beautiful Sanborn Santa Monica, group tickets to both games, a Flyers watch party, an exclusive meet and greet with John LeClair. Plus, the Philly Sports Trips crew, they'll be there to handle every detail, so you don't got to worry, you don't got to do anything, you just enjoy the sun, the sights, the hockey. This is the California vacation every Flyers fan dreams of, with a couple wins to top it off. Spots are limited, so don't snooze on this. Book your trip today at allphly.com/events. It's a great sports trip getaway with the Flyboys.
Oh, my God. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
What a trip. That trip is ridiculous.
I'm a fan of Southern California, so, I mean.
That's a great trip, man. That's a great hockey trip. Are you kidding me?
March probably be a little cold here. Get some nice weather.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Are you kidding me? I love that trip. And nobody does it better than Philly Sports Trips. Vince and the crew, they got it going. All right, time now. Brought to us by Cherry Hill Jeep, our man, a Folk Auto dealership. Our man, Danny D, the AD. Time to make some varsity. Before we get started,
What do you got?
I got to get this. So I brought you up the other day. You at school, Tyrese Maxey did a camp.
Yep.
And you were talking about, what an incredible dude he is, right? But he got bigger, stronger, and how he was more serious about this coming year.
Yeah.
You said it. And through 4 games,
Let's
clap
go.
your hands.
Let's go, everybody. Let's go. He's he told us when he was at his camp this summer in July, he said, I asked him, like, how's his training been? He goes, I can't let these young guys catch me. By the way, he's like 23 or 24.
Right.
He said he was doing workouts at 4 a.m., 8 a.m., and then like 2 o'clock. He was like spreading them out through the day. He's doing 3 workouts starting all summer. He's a workhorse. He surrounds himself. He just walks around with his family. Like, his mom and dad were at his camp. His uncles are involved. Like, his camp is very small and family oriented. And he's just working. He's working with Drew. I know Drew a little bit. Drew says he's just so hungry to get better. And he's like he's what you want a superstar. He's so welcoming, smiling all the time. It's not an act. Like, he is a genuinely great dude. So, I mean, it's just all the hard work's paying off, man. You got to keep it rolling.
I remember you saying it, man. Like, imagine 3 workouts a day. So 4 a.m.,
Yeah.
8 a.m.,
Yeah.
2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like, think about that, Scott. And, like, you being around it, like, imagine that day.
Yeah.
So that means you're going to bed, what, 8?
8, 9 o'clock, yeah.
You know?
He's just living it. He wants to be great. So, I mean, you got to make sacrifices.
That's a Kobe move.
You got to make sacrifices to be that great. And he's just, you can see, I mean, he's gotten better every year, but, like, I think the confidence in him knowing that, like, it's his team, he's got to take the step. And calling young guys catching him, which is hilarious because he's like 23 or 20. How old is he? 24?
24 will be 25 coming up in next week.
Yeah, I mean, he's not even in his prime of his, like, usually guys in NBA, 27, 28, when they're, like, really settled in. I mean, he's 20.
His shot is ridiculous. Damn.
Yeah,
Like,
and he's going to get it off whenever he wants because you can't be close. You
Right.
can't get that close. There's
right,
no
a
way
blow by you.
He's too quick. And now he's hitting mid-range, and that's always tough. Usually, I think guards like rely on 3 or to the rim. When you develop that mid-range game, you're unguardable. I mean, that's why Shea's been unguardable for so long, right? It's like when you can have the 3 levels, which he is developing.
And the floater is ridiculous.
It's like 9. His floater is unbelievable when he
Yeah.
gets in the paint. He
Yeah.
gets it up so quick. Left hand, right hand. He's a dude, man. I've been excited. I've watched every game. I'm so
Well, I know you are. Like VJ, because we talked about VJ.
I told you.
You like VJ.
I was in early. I bought stock.
You did buy stock in VJ.
And I told because he was a sophomore and he wasn't even on anyone's radar. And then he made this jump where his athleticism, and you could tell like the hard work he put in. And the kid just, again, he's like kind of like a Maxey, very close knit family, just wants to work hard. And he's an elite defender. And I was worried. My one concern was he going to be able to catch and shoot it well enough? And I know his splits were pretty good at Baylor, but like it was a small sample size. I mean, his catch and shooting it has been pretty good so far.
Dude, but the thing that, like, I didn't know he had, like, that step back.
Yeah, that's new. He didn't have that before.
No, he didn't have that.
He wasn't taking those shots at Baylor.
No, I know he wasn't, but, like, I didn't know he had the ability to, as fluid as it looked, like.
Well, then he's hanging around his vets are like Kyle Lowry and, Maxey right now. So he's learning through, like, guys that are, like, elite and have succeeded and are gritty guards. But, like, he makes his defensively helps us considerably with Maxey because that was always the problem. Like,
right,
Maxey's elite, but he's gotten bigger, but he's still like
I mean, he's an
average defender.
He's never going to be a good defender.
He's never going to be elite, but I think he's gotten stronger, which helped him, right?
Yeah, I just need him to be credible. That's all.
Yeah, he is, and he is because he works.
Yeah.
It's defense is effort.
Yeah,
and he gives it to you.
I think he's going to feed off VJ's defensive energy.
VJ, and you can see on that block he had the other night that sent us out to transition.
No, but
Maxey with
part of it is like you got to have natural defensive instincts.
Yeah.
Like, and he's got, like, Edgecombe's got natural.
He's a dog too.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta want to pick dudes up.
Yeah, you gotta want it.
You gotta want it.
He loves it.
He loves it. You're right.
I was a big McCain guy too, but I don't know how he fits. I think we might have to move him at some point. I know it's
I
early.
mean, that's going to be the piece they move. He's the only one they
He's the
can
only one who
move.
has value. He's the only one who has value.
Scoffed at me when I
I
said
did
it.
not. I agreed that McCain was the only one to move. Someone said they didn't want to move him yesterday.
Who scoffed at
Not
me?
me.
I get it.
Because he's the only one you can move.
He's the one who can move and you need front court depth. You need it.
You need it.
You need it.
You need it. And I just don't know where the minutes come from.
Yeah, because
I'm not looking to flush
if,
the
I'm
kid.
just saying,
I like
if you're going to play VJ, Maxey, Grimes in that rotation, like his minutes are going to go down to 15. It's like,
and then you got
the thing is, though, I mean, you don't
got
want
George.
to get rid of him because you got him for a bit. Grimes is gone after this year.
yeah, well, we
Maybe
spend. We spend. We can go over. I mean, he's ours. You can overspend.
no, you can bring him back.
Yeah.
You go once he's yours, you can go over the cap. You're just getting the taxes.
All right.
Like,
I thought the 1 year deal he had was not just like a
No,
traditional
but we
regular
could.
deal.
It isn't. It is. He's completely a free agent,
Right.
but we can bring him back.
You could do the bird rules or whatever.
Yeah,
it is
like
with him.
we can bring him back and just pay the tax.
Hey, do I think
But
they're going to do
I
that?
want to overpay for Grimes though?
No, but you're going to have to.
Right.
And listen, I don't know what happened, but I like the kid. And maybe you're right. Maybe you just stash him and see what happens with Grimes next year. I just wonder, where a big question is going to be George. What's
100%.
George going to be like, right?
Yeah.
Because those are minutes. Like, he's only going to play so much to 4. I mean, I know you're going to go 3 guards, but
Yeah, you can't.
you can't go.
I agree.
40 minutes with him playing the 4.
No.
I mean, because that could work in a regular season where you're,
Especially
we're
with
just going to
the-
outscore everybody.
Right.
Right. Come playoff time, it's like when your team are grinding you up and it's a series. It's like
Right.
You
You
don't,
can't
that
play
130.
the Knicks.
You're not scoring 130.
Right. You can't play the Knicks with Paul George playing big minutes to 4.
No. That's what I mean. I think it's good. I think Paul George's going to have limited minutes. Kind of like Embiid. Come out, do limited minutes. They're going to have their role, keep him healthy to the end. You're going to need him in the playoffs.
Yeah, but he's not in Embiid with the knee. Like, he's got to go play.
I was telling my buddies, I think Maxey
He's pretty
averages
fragile.
before the season. I said Maxey's average 28. If you can get VJ to like 16 and Embiid and George around 20, Grimes 15, like that's a filled out lineup, right? And Grimes he's a guard, man, and he can really defend. He's a really good piece for this team. And then you see like Christian Braun and now in Denver, he's getting similar player, a little younger. He got 100 million, so it's like
He's going to get paid.
Yeah.
Grimes is going to get
Everybody
20.
gets paid.
He's going to get 20, 25.
Dude, how about Austin Reeves? Are you kidding me?
Bucket. I mean, he signed like a 4-year, $40 million deal a couple of years ago. That dude is a bucket.
Dude, he had 16 dimes last night, too.
He's a dude. Yeah, I mean, talk about number 3, or I mean, he's gonna be number 2, I guess, soon enough.
I mean, at some point they go, hey, LeBron.
Yeah, facilitate a little bit more.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I mean, it's pretty impressive how him and Luka played together.
He's special.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. All right, let's get to our Making Varsity.
Yeah.
We have the rematch.
Oh yeah, so we'll start off big. The rematch for 6A football to go to states, and I would think the winner of the state championship is played in November because Prep and LaSalle rematch Saturday, 1 p.m. at Villanova. I think they're going to get anywhere from 5 to 10,000 people there, probably, depending on the weather. But this is for all the marbles. This is what LaSalle is built towards. This is their Joey. This is their big senior class. They think they can take down Goliath. We'll see. They've been throwing rocks for a while.
I mean, if you were going to lay a line on this, is it under a touchdown?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
I think it's a 3-point spread.
Yeah.
Wow.
3-point spread?
Yeah.
You got it 3.
I got it at 3.
You said it at 3.
Yeah. Maybe in a hook, put a hook on there.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I was going to say, I thought 7, but wow.
Nah, I mean, they're really even. And we'll see what it.
Which Joey's dominating, man. My God.
Yeah, he's having a great year. We'll see. I mean, it's going to be a game. It's going to.
How many
Coach is
touchdowns-
going to play a lot in this, man.
How many touchdowns
who's
does
gonna make
Joey
all that
O'Brien have?
I don't know. I think Jet has like 14 as a sophomore, and he's doubled every game.
14 touchdowns?
I think so, something like that.
Yeah, he's sick. He's sick.
He's close. If he doesn't have 14, he's like 12.
Yeah, he's
something
sick.
crazy.
He's
He's
the
up
kid.
there.
The kid's outrageous.
Yeah, he'll be at Ohio State for sure. I would bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a guy.
They bring him here now if they could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, huge games. And then the winner goes to 6A. Roman will play Judge for the 5A state title to go to the states. And in 4A, it is Ryan versus O'Hara, and LC will be going for 3A for the Philadelphia area to be going to the states. And then the soccer just wrapped up. So my boy, Sean Whimsy, first-year head coach with the St. Hubert's Bambies.
Oh, man.
Upset City took down Wood in the championship.
Man,
yeah, in shootouts.
Man.
Wow.
They partying at Frankfurt and Common?
Oh, they had
Mayfair must have been lit.
Sean lives right by there. He has this beautiful shed set up in his backyard.
Yeah.
The shed, I'm sure, was rocking till late.
The shed was rocking.
The shed was rocking until
right.
early in the morning, I'd imagine.
So, you know what's funny? You're a great soccer man. Did you play soccer?
Yeah, I played soccer and basketball growing up. They're my two main sports.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, soccer.
Because you know you're soccer.
Love soccer. Not Andrews. Andrews, I guess, would be our soccer guy, but I could take the number 2 spot. Andrews he watches the EPL.
I got to get you involved with the World Cup.
Would love that. And I was tied into like our youth neighborhood and like Fishtown Rec, and then
There's some good, like that. Like, it's amazing around the
River Wards.
Yeah,
the River Wards up
big.
is very, very good soccer, and so I was lucky enough to play in it, Department of Rec leagues, and then travel and playing for Philly soccer and all those different.
That's cool.
Growing up, but yeah, so the Bambies took down Wood, which was huge. So shout out to St. Hubert's, first time in like.
Can we talk about the ladies, the women's schools, the Bambies, and like my wife went to Hallahan. They were the Mickey Mouses. Like,
So
what is up with the
I got
mascots?
a fun fact about Hallahan. They were the only school.
Yes.
Walt Disney gave them the go-ahead to use Mickey Mouse as their mascot.
Yes.
Only school in the country that had the okay.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Why would
Bambies.
Yeah.
Why are you anti Mickey Mouse?
Hey, you're just taking your mascots from like movie characters. They're Bambies. They're not the deers or does or anything. They're the Bambies or the whatever.
Shout out to the
Fawns.
Bambies.
Yeah. Good work by the
Yeah.
Bambies.
And then in
I
the
think
boys,
it's good.
the boys was a shakeup. Not really a shakeup, but LaSalle, the 3 seed, 4 seed ended up facing off. The 1 and 2, Roman and Prep were the 1 and 2 seeds. They lost in the semifinals, both of them. LaSalle and Judge made it to the finals, and LaSalle beat Judge 2-0
Wow.
to claim the PCL Boys Championship.
Wow.
And over in the Interact, our boy Bobby D, a couple Pisons linked up. Me and Bobby D this year got it. We have a share of the regular season title,
Oh,
and
nice.
if we win or tie
Yeah, dude.
against we win or tie on PCGA Day next weekend, it's a solo title for Bobby D. So shout out to
yeah, Bobby
the
D.
Quakers, big.
Can I tell you, because we went to visit Danny at work at Penn Charter. So it was me and Tam and the boys. That place is the most gorgeous place. I left there going, oh my God, I would give anything to redo it and go to school there.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't look like that before.
It is the most stunning place
Yeah, it's
I've
Campus.
ever
It's a
been.
campus.
It's a campus.
Dude, I've been
Yeah.
I covered a lot of college sports back in the day, right? I've been all over. I'll put that campus up against.
Oh, Drexel.
I mean, oh yeah. Well,
We'll take down most colleges.
Forget the city, like
It's an unbelievable.
like
space.
that place is an oasis.
Yeah.
Just the weights, the hot tub, cold tub, the baseball field is like the dimensions of CBP.
It was like mirrored after it. Like
They got,
the artists,
they got cause hitting tunnels. I was like, even Massimo, who's too cool for school, was like, "Wow, Daddy, like that field is unbelievable."
And then I took him into our little mini Broadway. What'd you think about that?
That was unbelievable. Like,
Yeah.
are you kidding me?
What's the mini Broadway?
We have this
Dude,
art
it
center.
feels like you're in Manhattan.
It's
right, like
unbelievable.
Times Square, like you're on Broadway.
It's-
Like this thing is. It made me go. Well, I could be an actor, stage actor. Like it was amazing.
They really invested in our student athletes and our students, so we have like
Great, beautiful.
we have
Good
something
venue for the
By
cousins.
the way,
Oh
it's
man,
a,
because that's acoustics would be elite.
we're in
there.
overtime, OT in the city. Overtime
Yeah.
in the city.
Because that would be elite.
Yeah, Andrew could do a
Top level
holiday show
acoustics
there.
there. Yeah, we got
top level
we'll
acoustics.
have to-
So can we
Oh, man.
please plan
Holiday.
our album when we're gonna record?
Yeah. PG's got the
put,
space, right?
Marilotta and those
I'll
guys.
find us a space.
Yeah, let's get a recording space and let's
We
do
should
it.
do one song
Listen,
with
Connor.
all the PHLY people involved.
Connor lives on my block. He was very Connor Barwin was big in the Eagles album, right? So
Yes.
like
Yeah.
maybe might have to knock on his door and
Yes.
Hey,
let's
we're in.
see if we can get the Cosettes on a backup on one of these
Oh,
albums.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
in.
please do this. All right.
Yeah.
Like I know, it's up to you, Mr. Music Man, Mr. Music Manager. All right.
Well,
Get
I'll
the
sit down with
studio
Todd and
space.
we'll
All
try
right.
and figure it out.
I want to do 8, songs.
Wow,
8
that's.
songs in a 4-week turnaround.
I think we drop a single first. And we,
Yeah, but it's supposed to be.
Songs take like a month.
It's a
sometimes.
Christmas album.
I know. Most people recording Christmas records do in March, not November.
Okay, we'll do.
So we do a song or two. It was a nice song with a B-side.
Dude, I give me. Can I get?
We get 4.
yeah, we can get 4.
We got 4.
We got 4.
Bro, like I'm not expecting. You're not producing the Chili Peppers. All right.
Yeah, we got 4 in us.
I love
bro.
that though. I think that'd be a great idea. So I'm
I'll
in.
try and
Give
get
me
one.
Dominic the Donkey.
Tickety tick. Dominic the donkey.
You gotta do one Italian song. all
Of
right?
course. Yeah, we'll do that.
All right. I want one of those.
So is this Bobby D's first soccer title?
No, he's
there?
won many over
Yeah.
the years. First one since 19.
Okay.
For the boys. So we have
Oh,
a
he's
share.
been
So the way
slacking
it
off
works,
a
it's
little
like
bit.
you can get a share because it's a regular season title. But so PCGA Day is next Saturday, 139-year longest consecutive game in the country. Rivalry game played, Penn Charter versus GA. And for boys soccer, we just need a point. So tie or win gives us a solo crown. If not, we could have a half of the crown. We'd have a share. And yeah, so big congratulations to that. Our girls cross country, which we talked about a little bit before, won everything again. Continue to set records. They're going to
You got
probably
the phenom, right?
Olympian.
yeah, hopefully potential a few people who can be in Olympic trials one day.
Wow.
So it looks like we're going to get invited to nationals out in Oregon. So we'll see. It's about we're number 1 in the state, but we're flirting in the top 20 in the country. So
Wow.
top 25 schools get invited out to Oregon for invitation.
No, when is that?
That is in December.
Wow.
Which
Will
is,
you go?
I mean, if we're invited, I think I might have to make.
You
the
gotta
trip.
go to
Yeah,
Oregon,
I mean,
dude.
I had
Is
to
it a
make
night
the
camp? Nike
Yeah, it's a
event?
Nike
Yeah,
camp.
you gotta
Yeah.
go to that.
So,
That's awesome.
We'll see. So there's a big event in middle of November that is in New York, which is like the regional. If we do well there, we go out. So it's about
Wow, that's cool,
it's an
man.
armory down in New York,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
That's awesome. Hey, real quick, back to football. So where do we stand here with like who are we watching? Obviously, we have the rematch.
We do, so yeah, all the district, all of our the PCL games are coming, and then after this, once it shakes out to where the PCL guys are locked in, you'll go and play the public schools for the city championships at each level, and then state playoffs start in 3 weeks.
Okay.
So
All right.
there'll be a bye after this week for most of them, and then city champs, and then state playoffs.
All
So
right.
they go right before Thanksgiving. Semifinals is usually the first week of December, second week of December. State.
All right. So we have a monster. We're going to do 2 shows at the Ready Terminal Market.
Yeah, I always
Okay,
come.
you
I
got-
usually come to
Yeah,
the
you
one
gotta-
before Thanksgiving. That
You
Wednesday.
got to be there.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right.
You guys, I got felt like a king last year. It was amazing.
All right. We're gonna have a blast. Like I want to try to
Uncle
get
Gus's, man.
as many people as possible out. Like just have a big.
No, I had so much fun.
Big
Yeah, last
shit
year I
day.
did a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same
man.
thing. Wednesday
Man.
for Thanksgiving.
Done.
We want you down here. Okay.
Yeah, love it.
It's gonna be fun.
All right, brother.
And then we're adding a Christmas date.
Ah,
And that day, we should debut the Cosettes. That's Monday, December 22nd
Cool.
at the Ready Terminal.
There we go. We
as
got
your
our date.
manager, I also love to be a hype man, so I want to. I can.
You gonna be on stage?
I'm gonna hype you guys up.
All right.
Flavor Flav.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
love
come
it.
out.
Yeah.
Instead
Me
of
and
clock
Ant.
with giant
Danny D.
stocking
Get the guys, rocking beforehand. you know?
Yeah. I love it.
Hey, let me. Well, you got any Judge repeat? Well, how they looking going into the basketball season
Oh,
this year?
so yeah, basketball.
Oh, we got to do a whole.
Yeah, I mean, I could dive in. I would say Judge is in the mix to be at the Plesser, the Final Four. I would say my Final Four right now, no disrespect to anyone, would be Roman, Newman, Wood, Judge.
Okay.
Wow.
That's not a hot take either. I think
Yeah.
I think that's
Prep
chalk
falling
right
off
now.
a little bit.
No, they just graduated a lot. Graduate 3 Division I players. They'll be in the
So
mix.
did
Chris
Judge,
Clark,
right?
Newman's back.
Newman's back. Chris Clark's the lead coach. They just graduated.
He's a great coach.
Yeah, he's gonna be phenomenal. Sorry, Fish, we had to take him over to prep, but they're it's going to be the league is there's always parity. They're the top 4. There's a bunch of Division I players on all those teams. So
Yeah. It's going to be good.
we'll see.
It's going to be good. All right. Back in the day.
Yeah. Can we do like a quick Pierre and a quick Harry?
Oh yes,
And then we'll
please.
hit the
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, whichever one Frazier's can load up first.
I got
Yeah.
both, so here we go.
So I answered the phone one day, and your song had just come out. Can we have that? Is that ready to go? How do we do it? All right. So I went to the. You should be able to hear this through your monitors or something. But I went to the phones one day, and I answered them, and I said, "MMR, good day."
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Not bad. I'd like to make a request for a Chris Cornell song.
Okay. What'd you have in mind?
You know the song that he played from Casino Royale, the James Bond?
Oh, You Know My Name, right?
Pierre?
You Know My Name, correct?
Yes, Pierre Robert.
Yes.
I know you. Well, I listen to you every day.
No. That's the name of the song.
I don't know the name of the song. No, I have no clue the name of the song. I'm sorry.
No, that's the name of it. I wasn't asking you if you knew me. I was asking you if you knew the name of the song.
The song? No, I don't know. It's from the Casino Royale.
No, it's called You Know My Name. Who's on third? It's called You Know My Name.
I know your name. I don't know the name of the song, though.
The song is called You... Never mind. What is your name?
My name's Chris.
Chris, all right, Chris. Have a great day, and thank you for the call.
Thank you.
And the song is called You Know My Name.
You know my... Oh, that's the name of the song.
Now we're cooking with gas.
That's right.
Have a great day, buddy.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wow, you got lucky that day.
And I played that with the Abbott and Costello bit. Who's on first? You just
That's
can't
great.
pay for a
You
call.
have to give me a recording of that.
Would you like that?
Yeah,
I'll get
yeah.
it for you.
That's
It's crazy. Both those guys are no longer here.
I know. My God. He was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
He's also gone too.
Yeah.
And then Fox 29, Bob Kelly had Harry Donahue out at a place, and he had.
I love Bobby.
Yeah. So this is pretty cool.
Close your eyes for a second. Close your eyes. Ready? A snowstorm was coming. We didn't know if we were going to have school in the morning or not. You woke up in the morning and you wanted to hear this.
All Philadelphia public and parochial schools are closed.
Hey! Harry Donahue, everybody! Hit it! Here we go. Close your eyes for a second.
That's Bobby. That's
Yeah,
great.
good.
Harry, man. Two legends.
Yeah, man, it stinks.
It does. Oh my God.
All right, we'll go back in the day. This is 50 years ago this week.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back in the day with True Mark.
Oh, yeah. So this is one of my favorite things. I don't know about you in the 70s. As a child in the 70s, early 80s, we would have weird stuff on TV to entertain us, like the Walendas, like Tight Walk. This was Evil Knievel. Remember his stunts? This is him going over like 15 tour buses.
Yeah. Evil. It was like the big show, prime time.
Yeah.
It was
big
like,
event.
This is like an event.
He would do the Grand Canyon.
Joey, this is like a big deal. Evil Knievel.
He like broke every bone in his body over the years.
Yeah. Ride a cycle.
I talked to him a few moments ago before he came out of the van.
And like wow.
Evil
Knievel.
There was like a toy you could get like a little.
Yeah, you used to Evil. I think I had one.
I remember that, yeah.
You know, had the cycle. You know, Evil.
That was like primetime entertainment.
I mean, not for nothing, but Joe, you could do that with skateboard.
Yeah, it's not his best, but it's the 50th anniversary of like that. The Grand Canyon's a better one.
No, the Grand Canyon's unbelievable. But you know what's funny is
out of his mind.
So our in the 80s, they had the show Happy Days.
Yeah. Yep.
And they had Fonzie do the Evil Knievel thing. Jump the trash cans.
Jump the shark.
Well, first,
yeah.
First it was trash cans.
Yes.
Right? Like it was like, all right, like you did you get the stunt.
Yeah.
Trash cans.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be like a probably living in Milwaukee, but whatever.
Knievel, yeah.
But he's supposed to be like,
the coolest.
But then they got him doing then all of a sudden he goes to California, right? This is how stupid entertainment was back then. He goes to California, and you got this dude who's supposed to be like, some street thug, right? She's a street urchin, and now he's water skiing, right? And he gets into a beef with a California dude, and then they have him jump a shark.
Oh, man.
A little shark. And that was the most ridiculous thing. So that saying, it jumped the shark, was off of Fonzie having him water ski over and jump a shark.
Yeah, inspired by he's like, I want to be Evil Knievel.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so stupid.
He's so bad.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Evil Knievel.
Yeah, man, he's always like, oh, he's broken every bone in his body. Here he goes again.
Yeah, he's like 5'2". Evil. Evil's trying on his
Evil Knievel.
Great name.
Oh, stupid. That was entertainment.
Yeah.
The entertainment was so bad growing up. You wonder why, we
only had
sports
3
nerds.
channels. We were always outside.
No, we had the UHF channels.
Yes.
We had 6 channels. Whatever.
6, you're right, 6. Because 12 didn't count unless you're watching Sesame Street.
Right, 48,
17.
49, and 17.
Yeah, and then we got 57 later on.
Right. 57 was a big deal.
Yeah, his name was Robert Craig Knievel. I don't know
right.
where he picked up the evil.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, it's 11:11. Make a wish. Everybody, great job. Thanks for hanging. Appreciate it, Andrew. Joey, good to see your face. Give a shout out. Yeah, go ahead.
Shout out my sister Natalia. It's a first jury case, and my mom's texting me right now. She's just like, "You gotta watch her." So good luck. That's my wish on 11/11. That she wins.
Mom's in the courtroom.
Yeah, my mom's in the
nice.
courtroom. Yeah.
Gina's in the courtroom?
Gina's there. Gina's there.
It's like a
she's like she's so professional.
Is your father there too, or is he?
I mean, my dad's like trying. He's
probably working.
Yeah, he'll probably
No,
pop
but
in.
it's a big deal.
Yeah.
She's in it.
Shout out Natalia.
Marone, all right.
Yeah.
Joey's sister is in the DA's office.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's her first jury trial.
That's you gotta.
Yeah, she's doing great apparently. So
She's got an amazing personality.
she's the best.
The kid, she's gifted.
yeah, I'm,
You know?
I'm proud of her, honestly.
You should. That's
Yeah, you
awesome.
should be.
That's great.
That's awesome.
That's being a great brother. Great brother you are. Great shout out to Natalia Marone of the Philadelphia DA's office.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, that's awesome.
All right, buddy. Have a great day, everybody. All right. We love you guys.
Go Flyers.
See you in the morning. Go Flyers is right.
We all silly like the mayor.